Hello, collective. This is Tan from Aries Oracle. Let's see what messages you need to know. I just did another reading, and ooh, the spider, creativity. The eagle, instincts, power, scorpion. You know what's so interesting is that scorpions and spiders are arachnids. And then we have the eagle here, which is about transformation. So I feel like if some of you are going through, it's not going through something. I feel like some of you will be going into something where your creativity is what's going to bring some freedom for you. It's going to be transformational. I wanted to say, but transformative. But it's going to really require you to really trust your instincts. Know that you have the power to really overcome any obstacles that may come your way when it comes to whatever this creative endeavor is. It's something that's going to require you to pay a lot of attention to details, because spiders, they're very hardworking, detail-oriented creatures, especially when they're weaving a web where they're catching their prey. So your prey could be possibly a marketing demographic. Like you have a demographic of people that you're trying to reach that may benefit from whatever it is that you're creating. And I think that if you continue on, because the power card and focus, you really focus, you pay attention to detail, you really follow your instincts, trust your intuition, you're going to see a lot of you're going to see how your life is going to change. And I know none of the transformational cards came out, but we have the eagle. When we think about the eagle is like the highest evolution state of a scorpion, you know, because it's the phoenix rising from the ashes, you know. And the scorpion itself, it's very base levels at the ground. It's very grounded. So it's about you ascending, evolving to a different level where you're going to allow your creativity, your instincts to really guide you. But it's going to take an intentional, focused effort with the swordfish, you know. It's interesting. The swordfish has that sword as coming out of its face. I don't really know about animal anatomy. So it's like, you know, it's like you're going to pinpoint on something. You're going to hone in on something, which is what eagles do when they're hunting. You're going to hone in on something that's really going to catch your eye. And it's what's going to bring some sort of change. I think with the creativity and the freedom, right? It's something that you're going to unleash, you know. Maybe it's going to be freeing you from something. Maybe freeing you from something that's kept you. I guess I don't want to say scorpions or like, but they're at the ground. They're on the ground, and the eagle soars high. So it's about you overcoming anything that kind of keeps you, I want to say, too grounded, where you're just very focused on the 3D. And it's funny, it's a 3D and it's a 3 on the clock. You're focused on the 3D and focusing on what things are, which we have to be. We have to be present in our moments, but we also have to be able to have some sort of outlook, something to look forward to, you know. Maybe there's a specific goal that you wish to achieve, and that's what the swordfish is like. You're going to hone in on something. You're going to hone in on the skill. You're going to hone in on some knowledge or something that's going to really call to you. And it's going to really cause your creative juices to, you know, get flowing in some way. But it's going to be what directs you, drives you towards ascending with something, whatever it is. Maybe it's just an idea that you haven't taken off the ground, you know. It could be something like that. Maybe something that you've been dreaming about. Something that you've been wanting to manifest, or you haven't started on manifesting. Oh my God, grounding. Didn't I talk about ground? Yeah, you're already grounded enough. You're already grounded enough. You have whatever it takes to just now soar, because you're not gonna. Maybe you have a fear that if you fly, that you're gonna lose control. You're not gonna lose control because you are gonna be able to center and ground yourself. You're gonna be able to go back within yourself. You know, center yourself. You're not going to get lost. You're not going to get lost. You're not going to be forgotten either. Nurturing. So it's something that you may have been nurturing so far, but it's ready to, like, okay, you've already nurtured it enough. It's like the bird flying off the nest. Now it's time for you to take that leap. Take that leap of faith. You may hit the ground, but you're going to be okay. You're going to be safe. Because with every failure, you're just going to learn what to do differently. And it's just going to give you more information, more feedback, more, in a way, leverage of what works, what doesn't, what actions you need to take, and what actions you should avoid, again, you know, so you don't make the same mistakes, so that you can end up with a different outcome. I feel like that's what it's saying. So grounding, nurturing, I think you've done all that. Now it's time for you to soar. You know, it's time for you to let this dream become in reality and realize that you have the power within to reach new heights, to achieve certain levels of accomplishments, and that you will not lose yourself. You will not lose yourself. You know, you won't lose yourself in the process. Yeah. So you create the world that you want. I know that you'll be able to ground yourself, center yourself, nurture yourself. Lick your own wounds. Howl at the moon. You know, that you have the power to persevere. You have the power to succeed, achieve whatever goals that you want. But you're also going to be humbled, or you are humbled already. I think you've probably humbled yourself so much that it's kept you stagnant. Now it's ready for you to start taking action. Get the ball rolling. Yeah, I think that's what this message is for you. So I hope this message is helpful in some way, somehow. If it was, please like, share, and subscribe to Artemis Oracle. My name is Tan. I'm your reader, and I'm wishing you a wonderful day ahead. Bye.